Anyway, Shantae Brown Sugar Talk Black Unicorns. So look, y'all, 1996. I'm 17 years old on campus. It's August. It's like before school started, so I think it was like maybe the 22nd or something. My mama didn't want me to move on campus because my grandmama was saying that I didn't need to live there or whatever. But I knew I had to get away because if not, my mama would have kept trying to steal money from me. So I move on campus. I get there on campus and my boyfriend drops me off. No, my ex-boyfriend drops me off, and I break up with my boyfriend for whatever reason because I was like, fuck y'all, I ain't going back. Like, I can't go back, and if I hold on to y'all, guess the fuck what? It's a weight. So, it's these guys that keep coming over there. So, first the Sigmas come over there. The Sigmas come up, I put them out because I'm like, don't come over here because they want us to be in this dumb shit. Then you got all these older alphas coming over there. Al and some other one coming over there trying to see if we want to be alpha sweetheart. So I stopped Marcus Neal. Don't say Marcus Neal raped or did nothing because Marcus Neal didn't do anything. I stopped Marcus Neal and I say, Marcus, why do they keep coming over there? I said, they keep trying to say that we got to be in some kind of alpha suites or something like that. And he said, no, y'all ain't got to do that. He was like, that's wrong. So I went back and I was like, just get out. Okay? While we was there, the one that raped me, the Sigma that raped me, this Thomas set up to rape me, was sitting in the chair in the kitchen. And he said, I want to have sex with you. I said, no, I'm not having sex with you. You need to get out. You see? 4 years later, after I had a boyfriend, and this the year me and my boyfriend moved out of campus because I was going to do my second degree. I could have graduated in 3 years for my first degree in theater, but I didn't because I didn't want to take theater history anymore. I just dropped it. And I changed it to a minor. I got an art major. So, anyway, that's the year that was gonna be our last year to be on campus. So it's my ex-boyfriend, Kunta. I go and I'm flirting with Thomas or whatever, and I'm thinking Thomas is about to be home. So I go over there and I go in the room, and the guy is in the room. Okay, that is the first time they set me up to be raped. It won't be the last time that they set me up to be raped, because then they set up another rape off campus at the apartment in Collegeville after Kunta moved away. So everything would be after Kunta. You see, so Kunta moves away and they set up the second rape. So the guy comes over there, and I never slept with him, but he was like, he wanted to sleep with me. He wanted to pay my rent and all this different stuff. And like I said, we already pay our rent up for so many months or whatever. So it's no reason for him to even know that information. That's why I started thinking Rita Odemero set up the rape, because what was happening was, too, her boyfriend was trying to have sex with me, too. So I'm trying to get away from all this stuff, but y'all kept turning all this stuff into something sexual. Not knowing that I didn't sleep with Kunta for like a year. And then when I started sleeping with Joel McCombs, I didn't sleep with him until after me and Kunta broke up. And in between there, I cheated on him with George. Just a regular fucking life. You see what I'm saying? I was not telling people to come and rape me, that I like rape, that I'm a prostitute, I'm going to be a stripper. This is all the stuff that Sigmas would pass around and say. This whole time, I'm just a regular person, just experimenting through life. But instead, I got all these men that want to set up something like, oh my God, she going to be a stripper. Oh my God, she going to be a porn star. That was Terry. He was a Sigma. You see? And so now I get to a point where I'm just like, I can't do this no more. You know, I'm too much. What else they say? I think I'm better than everybody. That's when all in between this, I got the AKAs coming up and saying, you would never have a boyfriend. I'm going to steal your man and all this different stuff. And it's like, okay, girl, just do it. And that's actually what I say. Okay, thanks for telling me. You too dark in this sun and you this and that, and they'll come and just say you ugly and all this stuff, and it's like darker than me, ugly for real, and still ugly today, and you just like, what the fuck is going on, right? So now I get to the point, I get to Texas, and I got men claiming that they slept with me again, not knowing I don't really sleep around like that. I can tell you my whole phase for real. I'm not lying. I had a whole phase after my mama died. It's not a joke. But again, nobody from the campus or anything. So how would they know information about my past? How would they know the information about how the Sigmas raped me? What he was saying to me when he raped me? That's what Cecil Hall started doing. He started talking to me like I was being raped, like he was about to set me up for the rape. He started talking to me and having a conversation like he was Thomas. Then it gives me reason to believe that Thomas taped it when he was outside chasing me, saying I was fat. And I was trying to jump over the fence. I was fat and ugly. But he was sleeping with me. You see what I'm saying? So, throughout all of this, I'm still wondering what the fuck is going on. You see? This is a lot of shit that y'all have been stalking me with since 1996. I was a 17-year-old girl. A 17-year-old girl. I have a right to experiment with my life, with my love life and everything else. I have a right to not have sex. I have a right to have sex. I have a right to feel sexy and wanted and anything else that I want to feel. But you do not have the right to fucking stalk me with little bullshit from a fucking school. You have been stalking me, and these people have been affecting my life and making decisions in front of me like this shit is okay, and it's not. It is not. I don't have my child because of y'all. You see, a stalker knew where I was with my child because of y'all. I don't have my dog because of y'all. You see, I'm not a student, I'm a teacher. A good ass teacher too. Y'all have been using all of my work since 2007 in your classrooms because they passed it on to you. Then you left me with all the stalking and the fucking bullying and all this different stuff. I've never bullied anybody. I never stalked anybody. I never hurt anybody. But for some reason, all of you feel like you have the right to do that to me. Today, I woke up to my father telling me to get out because I was on Facebook. Do you know how simple this shit is? I'm in a room, sleep. I wake up to a policeman at a door and 2 policemen in the house telling me that I have to get out. After I've had a series of rapes, after I had a series of men stalking me, after I have a series of people trying to kill me, a woman actually ran my car on 75. Did not stop. Totaled my fucking car trying to kill me in a car because you were following me during a relationship that you had no business being in. I'm not a superstar. I'm not a superstar. Why would you follow me and then try to kill me? And that is why. Because you were in my business when you didn't need to be in my fucking business. None of my life is yours. It's mine. And what is wrong with me living it? Nothing. The shit that y'all doing, it makes no fucking sense to me. And you want to say that you're not stalking me, but you are. It's the alphas all the time. I even told them, y'all, it was a forum. I told them, I said, why would you sit here and put points out there for women when I was about to tell them they put me out of the forum? You see? But the women are still out here being raped. I'm out here, men are chasing me, telling me I'm going to fuck them. When? I'm not fucking nobody. I hadn't fucked anybody for 4 fucking years. 4 years, and I can't trust that I can fuck somebody now. Because when I just fucked them, you recorded that shit too. Then had somebody come and sit down and tell me the fucking story of what went on in the bedroom that I was in. What is wrong with y'all? And y'all actually think it's funny because somebody out there thinks it's a joke. Oh, she's so perfect. That's the first thing y'all started to do. She's so perfect. She does everything the right way. She does it. Bitch, it's not your fucking business because I don't bother anybody. Who gives a fuck what I do? When I'm doing it, I'm in the room by myself. Why would you be concerned with that? Every time I do something, I am by myself. You are recording me and then telling people what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck. And the bitches won't never show up in my fucking face. They always send another hoe or a nigga gonna send another bitch to be right here with me telling me some dumb shit. You sent a person with AIDS to fight me. AIDS. Like I got low self-esteem. Like everything I done thought of and created does not matter. You have stolen my creations. You have actually taken my own character and put it on TV. Numbers of times. It's a bank of information and the whole person that you're looking at is me. But you can't appreciate that. Because you set out to make me a hoe, a stripper, and a porn star. How could you misconstrue something that comes from a school? It came from a fucking classroom. So how did pussy, sex, and anything else get involved in that? It was no way that it could have been. So who is the sick person here? Is it me and the students, or is it you? It's you. Y'all really need to grow the fuck up. Get a fucking life. And let me have mine, because all I want is my son to raise him. There is no fucking way that y'all have this much. You see, and it is. Y'all have this much control, and then you want to holler out racism and wonder why motherfuckers out here killing you. You killing the wrong black people. If they have A5A on their shirt, kill them. I hate y'all. I really do. And it's not all of you. It's not all of you, but that's how I feel today. I fucking hate you. Because that man had no business trying to go in my business. And he did all that because what? The decision that you made for you to actually stop and go on those kids' Facebook pages was not a good decision. At all. You didn't want to hear my decision because you knew that the stuff that you were looking at came from me already. You didn't want me to be an expert. You wanted to be better than me. So y'all, we at the school, 2012, 2011. The kids are actually on Facebook bullying each other. Instead of them calling the parents and telling the parents to look at what's going on, they told us to look at it. My students were not doing it. So I decided not to do it because I also had to teach homeschool. So there was no reason for me to go online and start looking through a bunch of children's Facebook pages. I'm not that immature. They actually wanted us to sit at a meeting. What is that thing when we have our planning period and actually talk about what these kids were doing online? And it was all because a white woman was crying with her white fragility. She was just in there, I ain't there, bully, they're saying this, but she's mean to them. So you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. You can't put that on me. That was on your white ass. You understand? Sometimes it's just black and white, y'all. And it was her white fragility that had that motherfucker doing that. And he could have been fucking her too because he made a snap decision. Black motherfucker. You gonna make a snap decision like that and the shit was wrong. You should not be looking on those kids' pages. We could have called the parents and let them know. You could have had a meeting about it. You see what I'm saying? Anything. You could have said, okay, they can't come back to school until we get this Facebook thing situated. You see what I'm saying? It's so many different things that could have been done. And instead of y'all doing that, you would rather find a way to stalk and bully me. The other thing that happened, a girl was on campus, she had a fight. She was one of my homeschool kids. She was in a foster home. The alpha guy, the alpha vice principal, wanted me to give him information about her. And I did it because I knew how the alphas were already stalking me. So if I tell you about her, you will use her situation to give to your brother. So what? Now she could be an alpha sweetheart. You now probably going to try to make her an alpha hoe or whatever the fuck y'all do. Maybe you'll tell the Sigmas and they'll find a way to stalk and rape her too. A pretty little girl. So I'm not giving you that. I called her mother and let her mother know. Those are the decisions that need to be made. You need to express that and talk to parents. But y'all done found out something and now y'all think y'all right. You never saw me teach. You wouldn't let me teach. You see? And I'm giving him information. We need to keep the lights off because this guy has epilepsy. One of my students had epilepsy. He keeps coming in and turning on the lights. The boy has a seizure. You understand? The lights need to be blue. We need lamps when kids have epilepsy inside your classroom. Because if not, the false lights will actually make them have a seizure. It's been proven time and time again. But because you were alpha and you know everything and you done already stole my research, which y'all stole my writing in college too. Because y'all do that, now you the expert and you don't know shit. I'm watching you with my work and I'm seeing everything y'all do. And it's wrong. So now you still want to defame me. I still got my legs open, but guess where the fuck I'm at? Panera Bread, bitch. I ain't out in no streets. I'm not doing anything. I don't do drugs. I never have. I don't drink. I don't smoke weed. I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm not out here puffing on shit. It ain't nothing y'all can say about me that's gonna be true. So defame your fucking self, you dickless bastards. Use that shit. How the fuck could you think that because it came from a school that now I'm a hooker and a hoe? But it's so many of y'all. It's so many. It's enough of y'all to go ahead and pay me for all the shit that you've been putting me through throughout this whole process. because it had nothing to do with you. You are not a part of my family. You are not a part of any schools I went to. You are not a part of my education. You are not a part of shit in my fucking life. Because if you were, I would have stabbed you in your fucking sleep. You last life bastards. I cannot stand you. Get some balls and use them. Go to jail. Turn your fucking self in. But whatever the fuck you do, stop fucking stalking me. It's Shantae Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorns telling you to fuck off if you my enemy. And I love you and thank you if you my friend.